Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to my class. I am Kavishri and you are watching my YouTube channel Let's Explore. In the previous class, we understood about how French Revolution is connected with the nationalism of Europe. How the rise of nationalism in Europe is connected with the French Revolution. And the ideas of French Revolution like liberty, equality and fraternity, that is freedom, equality and brotherhood, brought sweeping changes in the rest of the Europe. In this class, we are going to understand about how this making of nationalism in Europe took place. Under this topic, we are going to understand how the autocratic monarch, aristocratic and middle classes people are responsible in making of nationalism in Europe. Firstly, we move to the autocratic monarch. What do you mean by autocratic? Autocratic are nothing but the rule by the repressive measures or the monarch by disregarding the people's voices or wishes. So here till 18th century, till the mid of 18th century, there were no any nation states in Europe. Even Germany, Italy and Switzerland were divided into duchies, clans and other social groups and dynasties which were ruled by autocratic monarch. The people were not having any collective identity and even they maintained and they practiced several languages like German, Italian, Magyar and Polish languages. German language was spoken by Austria and Bohemia. Italian language was spoken by Venetia people. Magyar was a language which was practiced by Hungary and Polish language was spoken by Galicia. So like this, there were so many differences among the people, and what was the common identity here is the common bondage was just the allegiance with the emperor. So whatever the monarch or the king says, all the people and all the dynasties under the autocratic monarch, they were following. So here next is about aristocratic. Aristocratic people are nothing but nobles under monarch. Here French language was the official language and marriage bonds was common to maintain their status among the nobles or aristocratic. These group of people, aristocratic people, were large in number and compared to autocratic, aristocratic were large in number. They were having the dominance over the political and economical spheres of the middle class. Tenants, they owned large estates and also land in which these tenants and serfs, S-E-R-F-S, serfs are nothing but the working classes or we can also call them as peasants. These tenants and serfs were helping them in cultivation or in estates. So next is about the middle classes. These middle class people were under this autocratic and aristocratic people who were repeatedly exploited by these two categories of the people in Europe. Till 19th century, the middle classes people were totally under the control of the monarch and also the aristocratic. But in 19th century, middle classes, they started to form their own social group. So what is the reason behind this? The reason is the Industrial Revolution which took place in 18th century, first in Britain. So Industrial Revolution paved the middle classes to get more job opportunities. So to get more job opportunities, they moved from countryside to towns and cities. So from there onwards, they improved their standard of living economically, socially. They also the industrialists, they started to have their own professions, industrialists, and they also became the businessmen, which helped them to get more knowledge about the economic arena. Now, by like this, the educated elites or educated middle class, they spread ideas of national unity. They were inspired by the ideals of French Revolution. So intellectuals like Voltaire and Rousseau, as in French Revolution, here also the middle classes people were, they got awareness about the national unity. If there is unity among the people of middle class, so it is very easy for us to stop the privileges on birth. These middle class people were against to the privileges which was provided to autocratic monarch and aristocratic. That led to have the liberal nationalism. Here the main motto is to stop the monarchical rule, and they want to transfer from sovereign monarchical rule to the democratic social republic. So what do you mean by liberal nationalism? Nationalism is nothing but the loyalty towards nation or the sense of collective belongingness. And what is the meaning of liberal? Liberal is the term which is derived from the Latin root, that is liber, which means free. So here common people and also the middle class, they want liberty, total freedom for them. For the common people, liberty is nothing but just a freedom for all individuals. That is, for all citizens, there should be freedom of life and freedom to speak and freedom to, that is freedom of expression. Here, they also wanted the political freedom, they wanted liberty in the sphere of political and also economical. So here in political, they wanted government by consent. So consent means it should be under the consent of the elected representatives. They are not going to have their own set of rules and regulations, and blindly the people or the citizen of the states should not follow blindly. And their main motto was to end this autocracy. So they want to end this autocracy or the monarchical rule, and they wanted to adopt the constitution or the drafting of constitution in which the rules and regulations and the fundamental rights of each citizen are guaranteed. And they want a representative government through parliament. They wanted to have the parliament with the federal structure and equality before law. And here we have to recall Napoleonic Code of Conduct, that is the Code of 1804, in which the privileges on birth was abolished and equality before law or the rules and regulations which is prevailed, it should be guaranteed by the constitution. Instead of this, even as we have seen in French Revolution, so only the suffrage movement, that is right to vote, was given to active citizens, that is men who attained the age of 21 years. Here also they didn't give any emancipation of women to have this right to vote. As the Napoleon, he disregarded the women and he regarded women as the minor classes or the minority group. So same thing continued here. Women also formed their own political clubs where they want to get right to vote. And they also needed, middle class wanted the economic freedom also. So what does this economic freedom means? That is the freedom of market. So, and they wanted to stop the custom duties which was creating a chaos in the market. That is, by buying and selling of goods was very confusing. So they want to stop this custom duties. So to stop this, they started Zollverein. So well, in this class, we understood about how the making of nationalism in Europe took place and how this autocratic monarch and aristocratic people exploited middle classes, and how the middle classes want to end the autocracy rule and why they want to transfer from monarchical rule to the democratic social republic. The next class we shall continue with the next topic. Thank you one and all.